Today we're going to talk about Kristen Stewart and Rupert Sanders cheating. This is going to be interesting. Now, if you guys don't know who they are, let me catch you up. So Kristen Stewart was one of the most popular actresses in Hollywood back in the early 2010s because of her role in Twilight, where she played the character Bella Swan. And still till this day, she remains to be one of the highest-grossing actresses in the film industry, with her movies earning more than $1 billion worldwide. On the other hand, Rupert Sanders is also a well-known filmmaker who has directed many successful films like Snow White and the Huntsman, Ghost Recon, and the Charlie's Angels reboot. However, he is best known for directing the first two movies in the Divergent series. And if you didn't know, Kristen Stewart actually starred in the movie Snow White and the Huntsman. So that's how they met. And without further ado, let's get right into it. In July 2012, US Weekly magazine broke the news that Kristen Stewart and director Rupert Sanders were having an affair. A source close to the investigation told the magazine that Stewart and Sanders began hooking up while shooting the 2012 movie Snow White and the Huntsman. The insider said it was an on-set romance. It definitely started while filming. They were inseparable during production, and cast and crew were totally aware of it. And apparently things got so bad between them that other cast members had to warn Stewart not to get too carried away. Another source said some people on set thought it was hot that these two were so into each other. But others were concerned about Kristen because she was so much younger than Rupert, and also her history of being in committed relationships. Now, when asked if the fling was something physical, the source said yes. They did hook up physically, but it wasn't crazy or out of control. It was very much a case of two people falling for each other. The cheating scandal came as a shock to fans everywhere because at the time, Kristen was in a relationship with her Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson. And if you guys remember, they were Hollywood's golden couple. So everyone was wondering, how could this have happened? Well, according to US Weekly, Kristen confided in some pals that she felt unfulfilled in her romance with Pats. An insider revealed that she had been unhappy with him for months. She wanted more from him. Kristen felt that Rob was getting more recognition for their relationship than she was, and became frustrated that he was always out partying with his friends, while she was at home alone working. And just after a week of the news breaking out, Kristen released a public statement through People magazine saying, "I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for what I've done and for how my behavior has affected the people I've loved ones and chosen to surround myself with. I love them all so deeply, and I am the one who has hurt them the most right now. And all I can do is try to get back their trust and love with time." And while the world was sending their condolences to Robert Pattinson, he decided to stay silent until now. In a new interview with GQ Hype, he finally opened up about the situation, saying, "I don't think you can carry on a relationship with someone who doesn't feel the same way about you as you do about them. That just goes with the way that I am. I can't do that. I've tried it. It doesn't work." But moving on to Rupert, he was also married at the time to British actress Liberty Ross, who he'd been with for over 20 years. When the affair happened, his wife was pregnant with their second child. In fact, she was 7 months along. She even said in an interview that she found out about the affair through Twitter, just like the rest of the world. After the news broke out, Rupert released his own apology through People, saying, "I acted in a moment of complete passion and desire and have not been true to myself or my marriage. It has been a lapse in my judgment, the details of which I do not want to expose." His wife, Liberty, also released a statement at the time saying, "This is a sad and painful time for all involved, and we are trying to get through it with as much dignity as possible." Despite their relationship being over, Rupert and Liberty still seem to be on good terms because in 2019, she wished him a happy birthday on Instagram, writing, "To the most wonderful man I know, you light up every room with your big heart and amazing energy. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being mine. Happy birthday, baby. I love you. Okay, so after this whole scandal, you would assume that Kristen Stewart would steer clear of any and all married men in Hollywood. But a few years later, she was caught cheating on her then-fiancée Alicia Cargill with another married man named Sean Penn. Yes, you heard that right. In 2016, Kristen admitted to having an affair with the actor/musician while she was engaged to her longtime girlfriend, Alicia Cargill. And fun fact, Sean was married to actress Robin Wright at the time. Just like Kristen's infidelity with Rupert, this scandal was confirmed by none other than Sean Penn himself in an interview with Rolling Stone. He said, "I consider myself a fairly open person, but I have a boundary with secrets and I'm not willing to be a secret holder. And so when the opportunity came up for me to talk about it, I chose to do so." He then went on to confirm the affair, saying, "There are bits of my history that are FD up. This is FD up." He's referring to the fact that both he and Kristen were in relationships at the time. And clearly, they both chose to ignore that. So I guess Kristen does have a type. So after that, both Kristen and Alicia went their separate ways. And in 2019, Kristen revealed that she was in a relationship with screenwriter Dylan Meyer. But unfortunately, the couple broke up earlier this year after dating for 3 years. Right now, Kristen is reportedly single, but she might be keeping her love life a secret. After all, she does have a reputation to uphold. So moving on, do you think Rupert and Kristen would have ended up together if they didn't get caught? I personally don't think so. Kristen was in a relationship with Robert Pattinson at the time, and although she claims that she was unhappy, we don't really know that for sure. It's very possible that she was lying to save face. Plus, Kristen and Rupert have both moved on with their lives. Kristen is currently dating her screenwriter girlfriend, Dylan Meyer, and Rupert is still happily married to his wife, Liberty. As for Robert Pattinson, he's also moved on. He's currently in a long-term relationship with singer-songwriter Suki Waterhouse. And just recently, Suki's mother, Janice Butler, revealed that she approves of Robert, saying, "Can you not like him?" I'm his mother-in-law, so I should say that, shouldn't I? Overall, I am just glad that everybody was able to move on and that there are no longer any hard feelings. Kristen apologized for what she did, so we should let it go, right? Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like it so that the platform knows to suggest it to more people. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss another video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye.